Have you ever gone so far and so long without working out that starting again feels like the biggest hurdle in the world? Because that's where I am. We moved, and before that, I wasn't doing the best job in my own practice. When we moved, and life got crazy. Um, so here I am. I found a relatively secluded, as I say that, someone's walking behind me, spot on the beach. And I'm going to try my best to start again, and I'm going to be gentle on myself. And you get to come along with me, and you can move gently with me. I'm going to start on my back. I'm going to have my arms out to a T, and all I'm going to do is gently sway my legs side to side. Maybe you can hear the waves in the background. Probably you can hear the waves in the background. And as you sway your legs back and forth, you're just noticing how that rotation feels in your spine. You're noticing the muscles, how they move and how they contract and stretch. Let's do one more each way. And then you're going to come back to center. You're going to let one leg fall open while the other leg remains still. And we're going to repeat on that same side, noticing how your pelvis moves and responds to your leg moving. And then let's do the other side. Maybe you have your hands on your hip bones to help you feel how your bones are moving. Now let's come back to center and just take a moment to settle your pelvis in the center. Can you keep your pelvis centered as you open that first leg out to the side? So maybe it's a different range of motion. It's a different response on the opposite side of the body to ask to hold. Let's do the other side. How does that differ from the first side? Do one more and then come back to center. Reset if you need to, finding your balance. Put one leg up into tabletop. Let's have arms down by your side to support and bring the other leg up into tabletop. I found a slight incline, so this is going to be a little bit challenging for me, and we're going to sway your legs side to side. I'm going to bring my arms a little wider to help. Knit your ribs together. Woo. Let's do one more each way. And then come back to center, set your feet down, and then roll to your side. Head can be down, hands, palms together. We're going to stack the hips and we're going to open the arm, open the chest as we twist through our upper back and mid back. We can inhale as you open and exhale as you return. Let's do one more. And then we're going to draw a big circle. So we're going to come up and around and out and down. Let's do that again. So you can let your upper spine twist with that opening. Let's circle in the opposite direction. And then let's come back to center and flip over. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So open out and come to center and take my hat off. Inhale and exhale. Let's draw a circle Nice big circle. Feel that stretch. One more circle in this direction. Oh, there's more people. And switch directions of your circle. Finish that circle and come back to center. Roll yourself back to center. I'm going to center myself on my mat, my towel, I mean, and then lay down on your back. Okay, I'm going to find a relatively flat spot. We'll make it relatively flat in the sand. Knees are bent, feet are flat. Bring your hands behind your head. Inhale, prepare. As you exhale, float your head. Turn your head, your chin comes to your chest. Come up to a little abdominal curl and lay yourself back down. Think about your head and your ribs. If they were wheels, the wheel of the head turns, the wheel of the ribs turn. You come up and lower down, resisting gravity on the way down. Turn the wheels to bring you up. Maybe you turn a little extra, come up a little higher, and then resist gravity as you turn the wheels to return. Now, we're going to bring one leg up into tabletop as I curl and lower down. Alternating legs this time. Feel the muscles at the front of your body, how they facilitate the turning of those wheels. Now we're going to add a little twist, shoulder to knee and center, shoulder to opposite knee and center. Go back and forth. Now we're turning the wheels in two directions, in flexion and in rotation. Use up exhale to lift you up. Inhale as you resist on the way down. Let's do one more each side. We're going to even ourselves out. Remember, I am working my way back into some sort of practice. So I'm going to be nice and gentle on myself. And you're going to be nice and gentle on yourself as well. Ooh, a little twist out, little shake out. Hands behind the head. Take an inhale. Exhale. Put your chin to your chest. Curl up. Sink your belly down. You're looking between your thighs. Bring your legs one at a time up into tabletop. Squeeze your legs together. Now imprint your spine so the wheel of the pelvis turns in the opposite direction of the ribs and head to sink your low back down towards the mat. Scoot the legs away and bring them in. And scoot the legs away and bring them in. But don't forget about the wheels of the head and the ribs to stay up in that curl. Lighten your shoulder blades away from the mat. We're going to do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1, and then sink all the way down. Okay, I'm feeling like I'm going to challenge myself right now. So I'm going to do the classic 5 with no rests. Okay. Whew, are we ready? Now, you know that you can have your hands behind your head for this, or you can join me with the hand choreography. All right, a hand and arm choreography. I'm going to come up into my little abdominal curl. Single leg stretch is first. So bring one knee into your chest, reach the opposite leg long, and you switch. And you switch. Now, I'm probably not going to do a lot of repetitions, but I thought I could go. We're going to do abdominal challenge. We're going to do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Double leg stretch, both knees in, imprint the spine, reach everything long. Curl up and reach. Stay curled up if you can. And reach. 4 more. That's all I got. What did I do? 2 more. Last one. Single straight leg stretch. Draw one leg up. Pulse, pulse, and switch. Pulse, pulse. Grab your thigh, your knee, your calf, your ankle, whatever you can reach. We're going to do 6 more. I'm getting sand all over myself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands behind the head. Double straight leg stretch. Lower and lift. I can't go very far. Lower and lift. 4 more. We got crisscross last. We can do it. I'm going to do 2 more of these. I'm going to commit. I'm committed. Last one. And crisscross. Switch, 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 switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Ah, legs out, arms on. Take a stretch. And grab a knee. Help yourself up. Ooh. Ever feel like a crazy person when people are walking by? Just me? All right, flip over onto your belly. Ooh. Well-deserved stretch here. Hands underneath your shoulders, legs long. Inhale. That feels so great. Lower down. Lift your head. Lift your chest. Turn the wheels of the head and ribs in the opposite direction as we come up. An extension. Oh, let's do 2 more. It feels nice. Last one. And then lower all the way down. We're going to do rockets next. Bring your arms down by your hips. Roll your shoulders back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Let's float your head. Float your ribs. Come up, look forward, and then lower down. Reaching long through the toes, reaching long through the crown of the head. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale as you lower down. Come up. Now, we're going to turn the wheels in rotation, but with our extension. I'm going to look to the side and come center. And I'm going to twist to the other side and come back to center. I'm going to try to keep my chest lifted and twist, working the back line of the body. Woo. Let's do 4 more. Keep breathing. Pull your belly in. You want to support and lift your spine here. 1 more each way. And then come back to center. And lower. Woo. All right. We're going to do double leg kick here. I don't know. I'm feeling like I can challenge myself. Hands behind the head. Sorry, hold hands behind yourself. Head is down. We're going to kick 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to not fling sand. Lift everything up. And then lower down. Cheek to the mat. 1, 2, 3. So much sand. And lift up. Come down opposite cheek to the mat. Pulse. 2, 3. Lift up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Last 2. Pulse. 2, 3. And come up. Last one. Pulse. 2, 3. And lower all the way down. I feel like my legs weren't lifting very high. Let's take a child's pose. Woo. Send your hips back to your heels. And take a little stretch. So we've done a little bit of strengthening through the front body, done a little bit of strengthening through the back body, and a little bit of strengthening through rotation, front and back. So I'm feeling a little bit of lateral strengthening as well. All right. Oh, so cute. Little baby. All right. So I want you on your knees in tall kneeling. And you're going to come down to one hand and extend the other leg long. All right. And your top hand is going to come behind your head. Now I'm going to bend my elbow, lengthen through that top waistline, woo, and press up. Like I said, I'm on an angle. Bend and press up. So you're focusing on these muscles on your top waistline lifting up. Your arm is working a little bit, but can it work less? Down and up. Maybe you imagine an egg underneath your hands and you're trying not to crush it. Oh, last one. Now come up. We're in our tall kneeling here. Lift the top leg and lower down. Lift and lower. Woo. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're gonna bend that leg, lift your top arm. Can you control as you come up? Ooh, you can. All right. Gonna come down, extend the top leg, hand behind your head, bend and straighten. If you were in between two panes of glass, one in front of you, one behind you, you're not touching either pane of glass. So really working that top waistline in lateral flexion. There's a dog behind me, isn't there? 3, 2, 1. Extend, extend, reach that top leg long and lower it down. Lift and low. I knew there was a dog. I've seen them before. Oh, 4 more. 3 and 2 and 1. And can you control? Oh, that side was better. All the way up. How do we feel about planking? I think we feel like we can do it. Yep. All right. I'm going to face this way so I even myself out on this angle. All right. Also, because my feet are going to be a little bit lower than my hands, I'm making it a little bit easier on myself. If my feet were higher than my hands, I'd be making it harder on myself. I'm going to step out into a plank. Push the ground away without changing the shape of your spine. Lift your belly up and in. Now, step your feet to a distance that's challenging for you. Wider is going to be easier, narrower is going to be a little harder. And hold this plank. Now, step one hand into the center, and we're going to twist through the shoulders, through the hips, through the ankles, and come into a nice, strong side plank. Woo. And then we're going to untwist back to center. Woo. You know what? We're going to do some more lateral strengthening in a moment. I just thought, oh, we are at the beach. And I love mermaids. So let's come to our first side. So I'm going to drop my hand on my hip, lower my hips, look at my feet, and then I'm going to lift up. As I reach over, I'm looking at my bottom hand. Ooh, look at my arm shaking. We're going to lower down and lift up. Come back to center. Woo. Let's do 2 on the other side. Set the hand to center. Come to your side plank. Lower your hips. Look at your feet. And lift your hips. Look at your hand. Woo. 1 more. Lower. And lift. Woo. And center. And center plank. And because I'm up for a challenge, hold this plank. And then as slowly as you can, lower yourself to the mat. Can you go slower than me? Oh, I feel like there's a point where gravity is going to do its thing. And there it was. Let's stay here. Bring your arms out. We're going to do a little twist. So bring one foot behind you. And set your cheek on the mat. You're opening up that hip. And then come back to center. Let's twist to the other side. And then come back to center. Push into child's pose. Send your hips out behind you. Breathe into your low back. Walk your hands to one side. Breathe into the ribs. Stretch out that side. And then walk your hands through center. And we'll stretch out the other side. Whew. I don't know about you, but I feel better having had done that. A little bit better. Whew. Thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed. It's like a short 18 or so minute workout, but a little challenging, a little gentle. Hopefully, I hit a good mix for you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Oops, I did that.